Where people are searching, you have to provide them the content. So content is king basically. So you want to create that content, think about it.
As many of you have guessed from his name, Ajay Prasad, I'm Sanjay Dalal. We all come from the mother country, India. So maybe we'll step back a little bit, Ajay. Maybe tell us a little bit about when you lived, when you came to the US, and maybe the early years, and what was it like then?
Sure. So I came actually from in India. I was fairly fortunate, I would say, by Indian standard in those days. So I came from a very good middle class family, very focused on education, and I'm from a state called Bihar, which still is probably one of the most backward state in the country. So in those days, the only job, when I'm talking about late 80s, late 70s, 78, 79, the best jobs were the government jobs. So my parents thought that I was very smart, and they had the delusion that maybe he can become IAS, which was like most, if you don't know, I mean, that used to be like the ultimate for the government job there.
IAS.
Yeah, and then of course, I had no interest in the government. And I'm disclosing my age. 25 years back, when I was in Italy, we were driving. One thing was that all road leads to Rome, right? So whatever, I asked someone, how do I go to Rome? It's like this: you keep on driving, you will end up in Rome. In marketing today, and by the way, I come from the era where it was all TV. I started in TV, radio, print. That's the era that I am from. And then I did move into digital. All my colleagues are retired because they didn't want to learn a whole new thing. Nowadays, everything, no matter how you get the attention of your prospect, right? So the idea is that you first, the prospect has to find out about you, and I don't care how you are doing it. You are doing newspaper advertising or marketing. It could be all digital. Most of my clients are all digital. I think there's one client that I help with anything outside of digital. And then even in digital, what do you do? So that is the main thing. So one thing that if you take out from this discussion, you should know that it's no longer that simple solution. So you need to go to an expert to say, hey, here's my challenge, this is what I want to do, and then let the expert analyze your business and tell you what you need to do. And beyond that, you can do it on your own or however you get it done. But first thing is what I call strategy. Again, it's interesting that I went back to my thing. You have to have a strategy to start with, and that strategy is going to differ literally by person. Where they congregate, right? Obviously, for a lot of business to business, I would say the LinkedIn is a place where you can always find the people and you can have a strategy about it. You can, on business to consumer, actually I'm finding, interestingly, Facebook to be very effective, right? Because you can pinpoint, once you know who your customer is, on either platform, Google will let you advertise, right? You can advertise and you can exactly target that particular segment. SEO, you can make sure that you are found only for those keywords that you know that you are.
Today, and can you share how do we get such backlinks, and can you get penalized if you do too much or too less? I mean, what's the whole thing there?
I don't understand what you say, so please explain what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah. So Google, for almost any business, right, you can imagine that there are, so if you say dentist, right, or dental implant surgeon, so there are probably thousands, right, in the US. So Google has to figure out what to show you first, right? Because Google is trying to make it most relevant for your search also. Otherwise, you will stop using Google. The reason you're glued to Google is because you get your answer like that, right, immediately. So Google, it's called algorithm. So Google has its own method to the madness that it uses to rank you. are a dentist and you are getting a backlink from someone who is doing a literature, I was like, relevancy is not there. If someone is a gambling site, there's no relevancy to, so it started to say, okay, which ones are more relevant, and then it gives you a point based on that. Then at some point Google got mad because then it was going, driving them crazy. People will create the content that is relevant, pages and start getting backlinks. Then say, I'm going to penalize you. So in other words, if Google thought that you got junk link, in other words, dentist getting link back from a porn site, they will just penalize you and they will just drop you on page 10. So that was one game that was, and by the way, link is still very important in Google algorithm, but now they are looking for very quality links. So all they want is the link coming from relevant sites and the sites with what's called authority. Sites with good authority is the ones that Google will give you points for. So now the quality has become more important in getting links, not the quantity. So that is just one factor.